Hello Swapper Shoppers! In today's video I'm trying to understand what is an ultra-processed food, how do I determine what is ultra-processed, and how can I avoid it. I've done some research so far. Now of course there's never too much research that you can do, but essentially an ultra-processed food is something that's been industrialised, which means made on a mass scale, tried to be made as cheap as possible in most circumstances for as much profit as possible, and to make it hyper-palatable. Hyper-palatable just means that, you know, when you eat something, and then even if you're full, you want more of it. Chocolate is a great example for this. So if you eat an entire bar of chocolate, you never quite feel satisfied. You feel full, and you feel a bit bloated, for example, but you don't actually feel satisfied. You kind of want more. There's never enough. And that's what happens when a lot of people then become obese, such as myself. Although I don't look massive, officially I have a lot of body fat. And I know from many years of eating chocolate that the more chocolate you then eat, this hyper-palatable food, the more you end up eating later on in life, because your stomach and your body gets used to that amount of chocolate and then wants more to become satisfied. So I've got a list of things from the internet and I've bought them, and I'm specifically looking for anything that is ultra processed. A lot of things so far that I've looked at are basically things that you think you could make at home, but you can't exactly. So you can get, for example, your own spaghetti, and you can make your own tomato sauce. It's not going to look exactly the same because this one has silicon dioxide in. Silicon is a bit like silica. It's from sand, basically. It's primarily used for these to stop things sticking together. But of course, you wouldn't know that from just looking at the tin, because you're reading through the ingredients and you're thinking, right, there's 48% pasta, there's some water, tomato paste and sugar and a bit of seasoning. But it's classed as an anti-caking ingredient. So anything that's ultra processed is something that you couldn't really recreate. So I've got another example. So this is Hartley's strawberry jelly. So I'm primarily just looking through the ingredients. This is the first time I've looked through this ingredient. Let's have a look. So this is what you're feeding your kids, right? Have you actually taken the time to look at the ingredients? You probably will now. So I'm going to read out the ingredients for you. So this is in most frequent order to least frequent. So the most amount to the least amount. Pork gelatin. That's expected. That's pretty much in every single kind of sweet treat. Acids, malic acid, fumaric acid. I'm probably not going to be able to pronounce quite a lot of these. So we've got beetroot red colouring, Norbixin, no idea. Acidity regulator. We seem to like the acidity regulators in our food, don't we? Sodium citrates, don't know. The flavourings, we've got sweeteners, which is aspartame, I don't know. I can never find the right way to say aspartame. I'm going to say aspartame because it sounds clever. Asulfilmike, no idea. And contains a source of phenylalanine. Hold that thought, I need to Google what on earth that is. I can barely even spell it. Okay, I've Googled it. It's an amino acid. It's a building block of protein. Most people don't need to worry about it. Okay. It's just an amino acid found naturally in foods such as meat and eggs. Okay. It has benefits apparently. So yeah, amino acids are good for you. Obviously they're necessary for your body. Now I have got something different. This is called Wibble. Wibble wobble, I guess. Wobble that wibble. This is different jelly. It's supposed to be the same as Hartley's basically. So this is strawberry flavoured jelly crystals with natural sweeteners and fruit sugar. Okay, so, but again, it sounds healthy, right? So you're going to feed this to your kids because it says nothing artificial, low in sugar, just add water, quick set. Good for the planet and it's vegan friendly. So it must be good for you. Okay, here we go. Sweeteners. Erythritol. Steviol glycides from stevia. Fruit sugar, acidity regulators, potassium citrate, citric acid, gelling agent, carrageenan, natural strawberry flavouring, colour, which is beetroot red, and beta carotene. Do you actually know what's in that? Because I haven't got a bloody clue. It's absolute nonsense to me. It sounds healthy by looking at the packet, but to me this looks like 57 grams of just nonsense. I don't know if you'll be able to see any of the ingredients on there, but basically it doesn't have a single ingredient that I recognise. So far, I know that these are ultra-processed. You can't make those using your household ingredients. So I'll put them in one pile. We know we can't recreate that because we don't have this silicon dioxide. We don't have silicon dioxide, so we can't make that. I'm guessing this is the same. This is Bramwell's. This is from Aldi. Water, spaghetti, sugar, modified maize starch. I don't know what that is. Acidity regulator, citric acid, paprika, spice extracts. I don't know what modified maize starch is. I need to Google that as well now. Modified maize starch. Perfect for a thickener. Okay. Can I eat it? Derived from variety of sources. Okay. Is it unhealthy? Processed food. Okay. It's basically saying it's commonly found in processed food. And yeah, it's usually in foods that have high sodium, fat or sugar. So we're looking to see whether this is any of those. So yeah, the whole can has about 17 grams of sugar in it for that. So yeah, high sugar foods. So that is ultra processed. Biscuits. How on earth are you going to make biscuits at home? You can already see, apart from one, it's got all red traffic symbols. So this is going great so far. Ingredients. Wheat flour, wheat, calcium carbonate, no idea, iron, niacin, thiamine, milk chocolate, sugar, cocoa butter. Okay, these are part of the chocolate bits. Milk fat emulsifiers, here we go. Soya lecithins, polyglycerol, polyricinolate, no idea. Palm oil, we know that palm oil's bad. Salfat, shea fat. Oh, palm oil again. Wholemeal wheat flour, glucose syrup, so sugar. Sodium bicarbonate, that's not bad. Ammonium hydrogen carbonate, no idea. Whey powder rather, that's fine. Yeah, that's ultra processed. I have absolutely no idea. Right, so far we haven't got a single healthy thing. Let's see if the instant noodles. Right, here's my argument for instant noodles. This is why I always used to eat them, especially when I was growing up. I absolutely love them. These are super hyper palatable. The reason being is because all they are is noodles and really sweet flavourings usually. These are curry ones, so you get a nice hit of curry, a little bit of spice. You know, you can quite easily eat the whole thing. It does recommend, I believe, that it's per pack. Yeah, so again, they recommend that this is 2 servings again, but everyone eats the whole thing. Oh dear me. Okay, this is going to be a long list of ingredients. Wheat, palm oil, iron, iodized salt. No idea. Potassium iodate, maltodextrin, monosodium glutamate, disodium, ribonucleotides. I feel like I'm in a science lesson. Is it just me? Okay, we've got phenyl aniseed, cardamom, that's fine. Basically a load of dried things. Acidity regulator, that's literally in every... What is this acidity regulator? Is it basically vinegar? Plain caramel colour. Again, that's probably from sugar. Yeah, so that's ultra processed. This will be the same, but it's just barbecue flavour, I imagine. Yeah, it's got ribonucleotides. I don't know what a ribonucleotide is. I don't have any in my cupboard. If you've got any ribonucleotides, whatever on earth that is, in your cupboard, then please do let me know. Tesco. Let's see if these are any better. It does have less ingredients. Palm oil. Again, I don't have any palm oil. Maltodextrin. Yep, again. Acidity regulator. Oh my taste. What is it with these acidity regulators? Is everything like really acidic or something? It's like, is everything made in the factory or something, just full of vinegar or something, and they're just trying to like regulate the acidity? I don't really understand. Sugar, chili, ginger extract, anise, cayenne pepper, that's fine. Rapeseed oil. Okay, so basically, they're not as bad, but they're still bad for you. So that's in my ultra-processed pile. I have a feeling these normal biscuits, these are lighter. So here's my argument with these. This is why I'd normally buy them. So 30% less sugar. These are rich tea, these are light, there's no chocolate on them. These, in my opinion, looking at them on the shelf, would be one of the healthiest biscuits. But I guarantee you they've got a lot of calories each. 38 calories each. Each one has 1 gram of sugar. It's not the worst thing that you could eat, but again, let's have a look. So you've got your calcium, iron, niacin, thiamine, vegetable oil. Again, you wouldn't expect oil in these. Sugar. Polydextrose, glucose, fructose syrup. Glucose. How the hell do you say it? Glucose. There we go. Glucose, fructose syrup. If you can't say it, it's bad for you. Barley, malt extract, raisin agents. Yeah, so this glucose fructose syrup is basically them just saying it's sugar. So it's sugar with even more sugar, basically. Those are ultra processed. Okay, these can't be bad. Right, the last hope. This is the last hope. Come on. These must be just processed, right? Where's the ingredients? There we go. So we've got wheat flour. Got that. Sunflower oil. I've got that. That's fine. Sugar. Okay, yeah, a little bit of sugar. That's fine. Invert sugar. Yeah, I'm not reading that wrong. I don't know if you can see it, but it says sugar. And it says invert sugar. What's an invert sugar? I'll have to Google that. Ammonium carbonates, sodium carbonates, calcium phosphates. What is invert sugar? Let's Google it. Invert sugar. No, this isn't the most scientific approach to just Google it. Ooh, what's this? You can buy it by the bucket load. Interesting. Yeah, when you get a massive, like, 5-litre container with a massive handle of it, you know it's industrialised, all right? It's a liquid sweetener made from table sugar. That's really devious of the manufacturers, to be honest, because essentially what they're saying is there's sugar, and then there's sugar in water, so even more sugar. But instead of actually saying that, they just put sugar, because what you're looking for is you're looking at things that you recognise. So oil, wheat flour, sugar, more sugar. But why don't they just put there's loads of sugar in it? Maybe there's a reason, nutritional wise, they have to say it's in water. But you wouldn't expect that. And 7 crackers contain 2 grams of sugar. Not that much, but 116 calories. Again, these are ultra processed food because I don't have any of these ammonium carbonates, sodium carbonates, calcium phosphates. No idea. Right, so that is my review. Let's have a look and see how we did. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Is that them all? Yeah. So 10 items, which I picked. These are all ultra processed. They arguably are healthy to some degree. These crackers though, for example, when I said about hyper palatable food early in the video, this is what I mean. These crackers, I could eat the whole box and still not feel satisfied. That's not just me being greedy. These are actually manufactured in a way where you want to eat the whole box. This is what really frustrates me, right? Because when you grow up and when you try and also take control of your own diet, you're always told by no matter who it is, whether it's your friends, family, etc., that you just need to practice self-control. Have a little bit of chocolate, don't have the whole bar. But when these food companies are making hyper-palatable food that basically encourages you to eat the whole pack of biscuits, what are you supposed to do? That, to be honest, is part of the reason why all these kids are growing up chronically obese. Because, is it chronically or clinically? Probably both. They're just obese, that's the problem. That's not being awful, that is literally how the world is right now. especially in America. It's getting even worse. I know there's a few viewers from America that'll be looking at these ingredients like you have before and gone, that's nothing. I know that in America they have a lot of banned chemicals that make the food even more hyperpalatable. But that's my review of these 10 items. So now I have a little bit of more understanding about what an ultra-processed food is. So, does that mean that I can't eat any ultra-processed food moving forwards? No, because the thing is, like ham, for example, a pack of ham is actually ultra-processed. It's got preservatives in there and things such as added sugars, salts, etc. to make it taste the certain way it does, especially things like honey roasted ham, for example. But I enjoy it. It's also a source of protein. It's not the worst thing you could eat. If you have a choice between biscuits, crackers, these noodles, for example, or a pack of ham, I think a pack of ham is okay. You have to look at this in the perspective of not banning every single food, but more of looking into what your food is, what the breakdown of the food is as well, and I think you'll go far. If you've learned anything from this video, I'd really appreciate it if you take the time to give it a big thumbs up, completely free, and also subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. And I want your suggestions about what I should look at next. I think it will be a case of looking at part of my daily routine. So I'll have a look at breakfast cereals. I might have a look at milk, for example, and understand what processing has been done to things like milk. Is there any added sugars to it? Things like that where you don't think they're actually bad for you until you look into it. So that I can understand what the important things are and what I can, let slip. But until then, thanks for watching the video, guys. See you soon. Swap and Shopper out. Ciao.